I just literally did a fucking diving action shot interview, and the fucking camera was faced around the wrong way. These are my new pyjamas. I think, in terms of my girlness, I must be about 15, because these are size 4 to 6, and I will say they fit. But they kind of fit like leggings. I don't think most girls would say these are a fitting pair of pyjamas. They're like the fucking take ages to get on. But look, I've got love in my eyes. My little fucking. I've just slapped. Been ever so good. I've just done a makeup wipe and I put on some fucking Nivea. Fucking Nivea. Right? I don't think I've ever met a bird that won't at least use a bit of the old fucking Nivea. And billions, there must be billions of birds that use Nivea. So I've joined the throng and see what it does. I wake up in the morning and go, this Mikey has aged. But this Mikey is fresh and new. But yeah, look, I've even got my natural hair, my natural braids. I haven't been seen for some time. They've been fine back there. Actually, well, some of them, they actually are technically, like, look, that's sort of fairly frontally. This lot, they've kind of ganged up. I can't run my fingers through them anymore. They've, like, a couple have grown into each other. Silly things. But I think, in a way, my recovery kind of outlook is working still a bit. But me sideways, I'm in more agony. I don't know if it's weight training, because I've had quite a few sessions. I just really don't want you to bite me. I've got this sense that, like, that's your dodgy bit in it when you whip your head round, yeah. Imagine a bit moody face. What was I on about? Recovering, yeah. Pain, there we go. Yeah, it's been fucking horrible, mate. I don't know if it's weight training, because this has happened before, and like, I'll say it and someone will just say to me, didn't you train yesterday? You were talking about you had a really good session. Like, oh yeah. But what else do I fucking do? It's like, what's been happening today is that toe walking leg has been driving me fucking bananas. It keeps wanting to toe walk. And like today, I have this urge to have it cranked right up here, and that's the thing I do to relieve it when it cramps up. Like when I'm on the bike, I wiggle it, and it clicks every time, or I grind like the balls of my feet. So it's some of the little like foot flexors are cramping. But fucking hell, I did it today. I sat on a what's it called? On a crash barrier to eat my McDonald's. It's a big plastic thing. Like a big plastic bench. That'll do. But I had to crank my foot up, and I rested it up against one of those bollards, and just my big toe just kept moving my whole body round. I couldn't even feel it happening. I was like, what the fuck? But then just feel that my big toe was pressed down, and it was just making my whole body slide around. I couldn't put it on there because my toe would just fucking rotate me. So it's like, that's why I keep knotting my legs up and stuff. And having to like, I don't know, it's just constant urge to stretch all the fucking time, which I do admit makes me look like a fucking whore when I'm wearing a mini skirt. And I'm like, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Oh dear. Wow, itchy. I haven't done that much because I went and got my meds, 2 lots of them, and I put my repeats on for the next lot. So now I've got 10 days worth of painkillers, and the next lot already going to be waiting for me. As soon as I run out, there's going to be there, and I don't need the Elvance because I've got those today. That's done. Go away. Dick. And I walked around Boscombe a bit, and I got a bit of lunch, And I got talking to the waitress and this really weird, well, not weird, very cosmic guy. He looked sort of almost normal, but then his glasses were very cool and there was a slightly blue tinge to him. And he was just cosmic as fuck. And there was all three of us talking about how none of us exist and that sort of shit. And nothing's really happening. None of it's happening. Because it's just looking more and more fucking likely, let's be honest. Or it is to people like me, or am I just mad? I don't know. That was one thing I was going to get in, actually, about my treatment review. But I was going to talk about it the last time and didn't. I think it was the thing that in about 2 or 3 of my videos, I'm like, what was the fucking thing? And it was the schizotypal thing. But yeah, it was from the 3 months one before. I definitely made a point of saying the schizotypal thing and how that translates to not understanding people, and always having that uneasiness of like, do they mean something by that? But not in the way that you think you go through it. I fucking promise you, it's relentless. It's relentless, and but it's not even that vivid a knowledge of anything. It's just like, it's a weird sensation to the air, to their face. It changes. It looks different. You know, like when someone takes their hat off, their face looks totally different. My face probably looks totally different tonight because it's like my hair, that sort of shit. But that's happening, and then happening again, and happening again. And it's about my interactions with people and understanding people. And it was as soon as I mentioned the word schizotypal, again, he just went, oh yeah, but you know, basically called it a coping strategy. And it, you know, it's my eccentricity, it's my little wordisms, it's my flamboyance, it's, you know, my colour, in, you know, my metaphorical and spiritual and clothical colour. Yeah. And, you know, like I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, it's the fucking wacky icing on a very shit cake. And that's the bit that's not seen. And it's, you know, it's not viewed as something as fucking crippling as emotionally unstable or bipolar. You know, there's still a lot of negativity towards bipolar, but I think, you know, I guess if someone's got a diagnosis of bipolar, they'd probably tell me differently. Don't know, but a lot of people understand that when they are manic, they can be manic for ages and they can be really fucking off key on their behaviour, and they can spend thousands and they can do ridiculous shit, and then they can just go crushingly low and isolate, and they can't be helped by normal methods, that sort of shit. And, you know, schizotypal's right up there with them. It's just, you know, no one's heard of it. The only joyous thing is you can't get people going, oh, I get that. I get that. Oh, I'm that. Yeah, I think I'm quite schizotypal. Really, you're a little bit OCD as well, aren't you? And you're a little bit autistic, aren't you? Well, we all are, really. Yes, let's just minimise it. Let's just say that all of us have got it anyway. So then all the ones who've got it look like they're moaning about fuck all. And that's where I suspect the controllers. This shit's been woven into our society. Like, is it paranoia? But I was like at the levels of that the other day when I was thinking, when I was seeing dear old Dr. Bleepity, right on the cusp of pretty much going fucking bonkers. Or, well, I already had. I was already fucking in bits. But those realizations, and indeed, it became one of my 5 core principles. I didn't finish it off. That, why is it that when I go in there, they tell me, no, you're right, they're all wrong. Basically, that's what he was saying when I was describing shit. He was saying, no, you're right, no, you can't stop it, no, you can't help it, and la la la. I was thinking, why does every single person, you know, how is this happening? How is this fucking happening? Definitely one of the things that led to me making these, because I was thinking, there are people who do care and do want to help, and they're operating at the level of, oh, whoops, I'm sorry, with something, but they've just said an absolute fucking trigger to somebody, and in their mind they think, well, it's only a word, Get over it, rah, rah, rah. And you think that's the first point of misunderstanding. When someone's been triggered and they've gone right up there, you can't just tell them to calm down and call them, all right, Mr. Triggered. Some people say that. I hate that. All right, Mr. Triggered. Seriously, that is the way to make me fucking scream in your face. Well, I'll fucking consider myself fucking triggered then. You fucking pleased with what you've done? I will fucking, varying degrees of fucking onslaught from me if you fucking purposefully trigger me. But from their point of view, they're really hurt because they're thinking, all right, it was a slip of the tongue, or was it I didn't realise, or blah, blah, blah. But then I've really upset you. But oh my God, it just goes so horribly fucking wrong and people get bitterly angry about it because they're having their paradigms challenged. And paradigms are what's been put in society. Why have I got a whole professional fucking team like schizotypal having a tendency to believe government conspiracies? Yes, and we're the people telling you that you're one of those. We're the same people. And then everyone else thinks they know everything about mental health, thinks they can disregard mental health in a fucking nutshell, in a heartbeat, sorry. Or, anything to do with it. It happens in front of them. And they do the automatic, all right, fucking calm down, or, rationalising it, reasoning it. But if there was just that shift where people could objectify it, but they don't, they subjectify it all the time. It's happening to them because it's in their field. If people could learn to flip it differently, like with my favourite human. So you're not shouting at me, are you? I was like, no, I'm shouting near you. But she gets it. So I'm shouting near her. She will hear the shouting and she will hear that I'm hurt. One of the reasons I fucking love her. That's what she hears when she hears people having to go something like that. She hears the pain that they're in. She knows she gets the underlying bit of it. That's why she doesn't get offended a lot of the time, because she knows for a fact it's not her. She feels their shit that led to it. If there was more people, I've said it before, she should do these videos and tell you lot how to interpret fucking wankers like me, right? Because I never piss her off, never. She's always like very chilled out about me. I know she has said I exhaust her. Always used to when I was really fucking bang on about shit. And she'd be like, it's fascinating, but when you leave, I'm like, oh, I've got a fucking headache. But, she's always chilled out around me because she doesn't get involved with the mental health symptoms as such. She just observes them. She's aware of them. That's all that needs to fucking change. Well, it's not all that needs to fucking change, but you know what I'm saying? If it did, that's why I want people who think they've got mental health issues fucking haven't to watch these videos. Or the people who think that it is all just, oh, shut up and move on and all that. It's just, you don't get it, mate. You don't fucking get it. But they're the ones holding all the cards. They're the ones that can push you away from society, and they're always right. Anyway, it's time I shut up, I think. I'm going to try and finish early. I'm not even going to go for the 14:44. I'm going to do a 14:14, which is only 20-something seconds away. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. Thank you for watching. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this. No, I'm not. And that'll just have to do. Bye.